Hey guys, so this video is going to be all about my laser eye surgery that I had last week. Now I know this won't be applicable to all of you, but I did mention that I was having it in some previous videos and also mentioned about making a video, and so many people said please do, that they were thinking of having it or were interested to know more about it. So this video is going to be about my laser eye surgery. If you're not interested, then come back on Monday because I will have another beauty related video. So first of all, my story behind laser eye surgery. I didn't have terrible vision. I was short-sighted and my prescription was about -3, so it wasn't awful, but it was bad enough to mean that I had to wear glasses or contacts all day every day for me to feel comfortable. Some people don't mind with like a -2 or -3 prescription walking around not being able to see. For me, it's a huge confidence thing. If I wasn't wearing contacts or glasses, I would feel scared if I was in the street because I wouldn't be able to recognise people or see people's faces. So yeah, I was wearing contact lenses probably 6 to 7 days a week, all day long. So my eyes were starting to really feel it. They got really irritated, dry, and just unhappy. Every single night my contacts would be like this, and it's kind of like all of my friends know that I'm constantly like wiggling around with my contact lenses, and like they were just really uncomfortable. So my eyes were starting to feel a little bit annoyed, and I've been thinking about laser eye surgery for a very, very long time. I know I've mentioned it in a few vlogs if you guys watch my daily vlogging channel. I think one of my resolutions like a couple of years ago was I'm gonna get my eyes lasered this year. And the reason why I haven't done it until now is really just partly like not really knowing where to go, and also the cost involved, because when I look at my eyes and think about my eyes, it's probably one of the most important things in my life if you think about it. If you're going to mess up, you don't want to do it with your eyes. So coming from that perspective, I wanted to go to the best place I possibly could, which therefore generally means it's more expensive. So it was kind of like a toss-up between, do I wait a bit longer, go somewhere that is the best place to go, or get it done a little bit more cheaply? And that's another thing that I wanted to talk about, is where I went. So I went to the London Vision Clinic, which is on Harley Street in London, which is known as one of the best places in Europe to go. So yeah, it's all personal choice in terms of where you go and where you want to go, but for me personally, I would rather wait a bit longer and go to the best place instead of getting it done ASAP cheaply. Obviously everybody is different, and I'm not saying that, you know, the chain clinics aren't good, but that's just my personal decision to do that. Okay, so what to expect when you are going for laser, because this is what I didn't know. So the first consultation I went to at London Vision Clinic was about 3 hours long. I went to see my patient coordinator, who was called Tuli, who was really nice. She asked me basically what I've just told you about why I wanted laser surgery, and what I expected from it, whether or not I was feeling nervous about it, all that kind of stuff. So just had a chat and discussed kind of where I was in my head with laser eye surgery. And then I went off with a nurse and had, I believe it's about 12 different scans on your eyes. Basically test your eyeball in every way to see whether it is suitable for laser eye surgery and what type of laser eye surgery you're most suited to. So that took about half an hour, I think, and then I went in for an appointment with the optometrist, which is basically like, say if you go for an eye test for your glasses, it's like that, but about twice as long, because she did loads more tests. Again, took pictures of the inside of my eye, the back of my eye, the lens, all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that I was suitable for surgery, and also to test the potential for my vision as well. I was like an ideal candidate for laser eye surgery apparently, which was great. So then that was the end of the consultation. So they sent me away with a load of reading to read through all of the procedure, all of the risks, like everything. They gave me so much like reading material. And there's also an app for my particular clinic, the London Vision Clinic app, that you can download on your phone that reminds you of your appointments and when to like not wear your contacts, things like that. So that was really useful as well. So I then left and made my next appointment, which was my pre-operative appointment with my surgeon, Professor Einstein, who actually founded the clinic. So that was about 2 weeks after, but obviously depending on your time schedule and their time schedule, you have to kind of work out when it's going to be. In theory, if they weren't busy, they can do like the appointment then you have to not wear your contacts for a week. You can have the pre-operative appointment and then 2 days later, or the next day, if it, depending on like when they have surgery and stuff, you can have the surgery. So it can be pretty quick, but my experience was stretched out over about a month to 5 weeks, I think. So I then made my next appointment with Professor Einstein, and then in the meantime you have to stop wearing your contact lenses a week before you have that appointment, because contact lenses actually change the shape of your cornea if you're wearing them every day. They put like certain pressure on like your cornea, and he actually showed me when I went in for the appointment with him, he showed me like how my eyeball has basically changed in the week since I had not been wearing contact lenses, which is pretty crazy because a week is not a very long time. And he tested my eyes again, looked through all of my scans and everything, and just had a chat about the operation. And I actually had a bit of a different operation to what most people have when they have laser eye surgery. So most people in general will be suitable for LASIK, which is the most common form of eye surgery, where they laser a little flap all the way around the cornea, they flap it back, they laser off a layer of your eyeball effectively, and then they put the flap back. So that's like normal eye surgery is LASIK. But the surgery I had was a slightly different one called Relax Smile, where it's basically like a keyhole surgery. It does the same thing, but there's less cutting around your cornea. Instead of cutting that flap in your cornea, they actually have a laser that penetrates through, cuts out the same kind of shape of, or like lens shape of eye that needs to be removed for you to have perfect vision. Then they create a tiny little hole in the side and then go in with a little tool and pull that little section out. So it is a little bit more hands-on than the LASIK, but it creates less surface area of your eye that actually needs to repair itself, so therefore you don't get such dry eyes for a long period of time, but it does take a little bit longer for your vision to stabilize, if that makes sense. So a lot of the time with LASIK, people sit up and they can see perfectly straight away. With Relax Smile, it takes a few days for your vision to kind of stabilize, and then it takes a month for you to fully kind of reach your potential best vision. So at the moment I can see really well, and I don't see how it's going to get much better, but apparently it is. If you want to know more about that, I would definitely say go and do your research online, because I am by no means like the best person to explain it. So the day of the surgery I actually vlogged. I'm going to put that footage at the end of this video so you guys can see, because some of it, I'm going to include some of it like from in the surgery, so just to warn you guys, if you are a bit squeamish, just to be warned, you can skip that. But I did vlog my day of surgery. But basically I went in super early in the morning at 7:20, and there's a lot of like pre-prep before that, so you chat away to the nurse, she talks to you about aftercare, you have a little like head and shoulder massage. Obviously not every clinic will offer that, but mine did, and it was really nice. And then you go into the surgery, then you have a bit of kind of recuperation time afterwards, put in a few drops, chat to the surgeon, chat to the nurses, things like that, and then left. So the whole process on the day was around an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, but the actual surgery itself, I think, took about 3 minutes per eye. The full time I was in the room was probably about half an hour. I don't know, because, you know, I obviously wasn't looking at the clock because I had my eye clamped open looking at laser, but yeah, and it didn't hurt at all. That's another thing I wanted to say to you guys, because a lot of the questions that get asked is, does it hurt, does it hurt? It didn't hurt at all, like not one bit. It's not comfortable, obviously you're having someone laser and fiddle around with your eye, but it doesn't hurt at all. It's over really quickly, and the after effects are amazing. So I left the surgery that day. If you want to see, like I said, the ins and outs of the surgery day, I'm going to put the vlog at the end of this video. I left, I had to keep my eyes shut for about 4 hours afterwards, so I just put sunglasses on. But to be honest, like that sounded like, oh, it's gonna be so bad keeping my eyes shut for 4 hours and not sleeping. I was like, this is gonna be so boring. But actually it's all you want to do is just shut your eyes and let them kind of repair a little bit. The day that I had them done, I pretty much like snoozed, woke up, I had my little alarm, so I woke up every 15 minutes and put my eye drops in and just relaxed. I watched a little bit of TV later in the day, which they said was fine, and just generally chilled out. And then I went over for supper with my parents. After about 4 or 5 hours it was fine to open my eyes. My vision was still a little bit cloudy, and my eyes got dry, like if I was focusing on anything. But yeah, totally fine to like go for dinner and things like that. The next day I went for a checkup, which took about 45 minutes, and my vision was better than 20/20 then. So, and at that point, it's strange to describe, but like I knew that I could see perfectly, but I would find it hard to focus on things. So instead of normally, like now, a week later, I can just look at something and I can see, like the same as I would if I had my contacts or glasses on. But the couple of days after, you know, when you're really tired and you try and focus on something and it kind of feels like you're like zooming in and out and you can't quite focus, that's what it was like for a few days after. And I think that's the difference. So my surgeon told me that's the difference between LASIK and Relax Smile, is that it takes a little bit longer for the swelling to go down, so your eye kind of has to work a little bit harder to focus on things. That's the only issue I had. In terms of dryness, I know that's like a common question. A lot of people that have LASIK have super dry eyes. I didn't get dry eyes really at all. I got given 2 different kinds of antibiotic drops, which I had to put in 4 times a day, and then I had my just blink like artificial tear drops, which the first day I had to put in every 15 minutes, and then the second day is like every hour or 2 hours depending on how your eyes feel. Then I had some drops for the evening as well, and then I also had the stick-on eye goggle things, which some people have like goggles. I had to tape these onto my face. You'll see in the footage at the end, they look ridiculous, and they actually, like, the worst thing, this is the worst thing about laser eye surgery that I experienced, was the tape that I had to stick these things on with was so strong that it made my cheeks really red for like 2 days after. So by the end of the week that I had to wear it for, I was putting cotton pads on my cheeks and then taping all the way around my face so that I didn't have to tape this bit, because I have really sensitive skin there. And come on, if that is the worst thing about laser eye surgery, it's got to be pretty good, right? Because that is not a big thing. So I had to wear those for a week, the drops for a week, and now I have just my artificial tears that I put in every few hours if I need them, and then I have like a gel lubricant for my eyes at night that I have to put in every night for the first month. And then I have my checkup in about 3 weeks time, so a month on, just to check everything has gone well. And then I think you also have one at a year as well. But so far I couldn't be happier. Like, my vision is amazing. Like, it's just so good to wake up in the morning and you can see. It's so weird having never been able to see perfectly to just, I can see naturally perfectly. It's a very, very bizarre thing, and it is amazing. That is my story. I'm going to go into the vlog now, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Hey guys, so it's currently about 7:07 on the 26th of March 2015, and I'm in the cab on my way to the London Vision Clinic, and I'm a bit scared. I was so not nervous until last night when I watched a video of it. Now I'm really scared. But no, I think it's gonna be good. Mike's here working. He's gonna film some of the surgery for you guys so you can see my eyeballs being lasered off. Yeah, and it's a miserable day. It's not gonna be fun. Fun for you maybe, entertaining for you. So yeah, here we go. So we're just about to go in. I've got my hairnet on and my little booties. I just had to show you Mike because he looks hilarious. Fly. The cameraman is at the ready.
Very strange at first. Very strange at first. Just look straight past the light, out into infinity, breathing gently, holding steady. That's beautiful. And the clouds are coming in. It's going to go all fuzzy, just gradually. So it's currently looking at the sun. Just rest as you are there. You're pushing. And that's basically
Strangle it.
How are you over there, Mrs. Shut-Eye?
I was trying so hard not to laugh during the whole thing. Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Not meant to open my eyes now for a while.
Yeah, for like 3 hours, 4 hours?
It wasn't that bad. You know what made it worse is that I knew what he was doing because I watched the video last night.
Do you know what made it worse for me?
It didn't hurt at all. Mike nearly passed out.
Yeah, I literally.
How embarrassing. So in the cab, as you can tell, I'm super cool. I got my sunglasses on when it's raining. Got my eyes shut. I actually feel alright. I'm starting to be able to feel my eyes a bit now. Like, they don't feel, they just feel a little like not scratchy, but like I can feel like them. I think the anaesthetic's wearing off, so I can feel a little something. But we've got to put our eye drops in every 15 minutes.
Yeah, you've got 8 minutes until your next
8
drop.
minutes till my next
unless you
drop.
feel you need the need for it soon.
That was so much.
So easy.
It was easy, but at the same time, like it's quite freaky. Like you can't get away from the fact they're doing something to your eyes, but it didn't hurt at all. Like now it probably, you know what the worst part was? When they take the sticky tape off your other eye that's keeping it closed. It's like, you know when you like stick sellotape on your skin and then pull it off? That was the most painful part, and that was that. So yeah, fine. I'm just about to go to bed and I wanted to vlog these sexy looking eye shields that I have on right now. I'm not sure if I've just got them stuck on the right way, but this was the most comfortable way I could work them out.
There was no right way, it was literally whatever
yeah, the nurse said whatever was comfortable. This is actually like, I've never looked sexy, have I, Mike?
You look
Love
pretty
it.
sexy.
But my eyes are feeling really good actually. I'm looking forward to waking up tomorrow and having had them closed for like 8 hours, because I think that will feel so good. So that is my laser eye surgery story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and some of you found it useful. A huge thank you to all of the team at London Vision Clinic who fixed my eyes. They were all so nice, especially the nurses and Dr. Dan, and just everybody there like was just utterly awesome, and just made me feel totally comfortable the whole time. So yeah, that was a really, really positive, great experience for me, and a huge thank you to everybody who looked after me in the run-up and on the day. You're great. And yeah, I hope some of you guys find it useful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below or on Twitter. Yeah, and I'll try my best to answer them. So obviously I'm not like an eye expert, but if you have any questions about my experience or whatever, then ask me. And I will see you again on Monday with a beauty related video, back talking about beauty, not eyeballs. Have a great weekend, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, so this video is going to be talking about how to update your makeup bag for spring and summer 2015. Now I actually haven't done one of these kind of makeup bag seasonal update videos in a long time, maybe a year and a half.